did you say want to? Excuse me. You hold on, please.
Asking,
please hold on for a second.
Reasonable and fair
You
question.
said, hold on.
Please don't raise your voice. As you can see,
I'm not
raising her voice. That's how she talks. No, she's not raising her voice.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
I can raise my voice. My voice is loud.
No, okay. She's not raising her voice. Her pitch is high.
Okay, so now you said that a nurse came in, right? There was a nurse. If there was a nurse in the house, we agree. A nurse was right there. Then why would you say that once it bad, then again you came out again and said, come and take your trophy?
Let me answer that.
Okay. Yes, go ahead.
The reaction, Mohbad reacted to the injection because he had underlying ailments. Now, this underlying ailments, such as him having been hypertensive and all of that, was as a result of the things that he went through in the hands of the industry cabals. Now, I have two things to say. Number one, if the wife feels that, at last, after all the bullying and dragging, because only health issue, because the nurse who treated him did not know that he had that, or maybe did not know, or maybe knew, or maybe administered the wrong injection for his health condition. Number one. Secondly, I have seen people they go through a traumatic thing, such as losing a child or losing their partner. And for the first 1 week, the only thing they can get themselves to do is laugh. It takes them a while before they then actually begin to process the hurt, and then it begins to present, in their emotions, and they begin to cry. And they will just be hysterical. And that's why they say sometimes when you lost someone close to you, a loved one, they can be manic. In that moment when they are manic, but however, for her, I think the moment that happened, she's like, these people won us at last. And people, you will win.
I think entertainment is back, Just to quickly chip into that, when I lost my dad, for years I did not cry. I did not, the day I heard, I love my dad, I'm saying this publicly, more than my mom. Girls love their dad. I did not shed a single tear like this for years because I could not still accept the fact that I've lost this guy. I could not accept within my heart that my dad is gone. I'm never going to see him. I could not process it in my thoughts, in my head. I could not cry. Even on his burial, I slept. I've never seen a child that was so bold. I was only 14 when my dad died. I was there in the room, trying to look at him, seeing that he's going to wake up, he's going to talk to me. I slept by the cups. I could not process it, and for years, I did not cry. Until I got into uni, I sat one day, I've had my first daughter, and I said my dad could not congratulate me. And for a very long time, I kept seeing him in my dream. Every single time I have a conversation with him in my dream. So I could not process the thought of him dying. It took me a very long time to process until I started having children. I did not cry. So it's not about that. It is different for people. For me, when someone dies, I don't cry. I may get emotional, but I don't cry. It is after I started having children that I know what, it feels like my dad could not hold my kids. So yes, people have different ways that they can address grief. And that was that for me. Thank you, Abefe. Go on.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Okay, so
you know that some people, company accidents. Example, if they have an accident, their family will want to buy me. Probably referring to village people, but he knows any accident in you. But at that moment, Oma Songpe, àgbà tí wọ́n pa ẹni yìí, àgbà tí wọ́n pa, tí wọ́n bá, àgbà táyé bàrà mú. But ṣáyé yẹn ló ń pa, nígbà tí wọ́n lè mọ́tò gan ló bá, wọ́n máa link ẹ̀ mọ́ kí. So any people grieve differently.
again, because what Jackie finish
Kò
reading
tẹ̀ sí ìfọ̀kànwá pẹ̀lú how you breathe.
àwọn èèyàn tó matter ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ because as at that fresh time tí Mohbad kú wọ́n bí bàbá ṣé ẹ rò pé wọ́n pọ̀ mọ́ yín kí ni bàbá wí bàbá ni wọ́n fà jùlọ. No, you pick from here, pick from there. Pick from here, pick from there. And people will now come out and tell you that you are being emotional where there are facts there. If the nurse can say that at the time she administered the second injection, right? She saw goosebumps all over Mohbad's body. From Omomi's interview, he said he started reacting at the point of the second or third injection, right? I don't know if you people have witnessed allergic reactions, either to food, to drinks, or anything. He stood up. Oh Lord, please.
So now let me ask you a question.
Let me finish now.
So if the wound, hold on. Because the wound that was on Mohbad's hand, according to her, when she went to the television, to channels, wherever she went, and they asked her, she said she said the wound was little, it wasn't much, right? And she said that Mohbad was fine before the nurse came. Okay?
Yeah.
Hold on, please. If Mohbad was fine before the nurse came, why did you call the nurse?
Okay, can I answer now?
Please let me answer.
I mean, hold on. So also,
I have a scenario.
okay, hold on.
Let me answer you, please.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm not done.
You are saying that you hold on. Which
One by one.
is the question? You hold on.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
Times without number, right? Times without number. People that were admitted in the hospital, like admitted in the hospital, they were on admission, died. And you will hear people saying, she fisile lori bed ni kò sí nǹkan tó ṣe lọ síta alora Lucozade ni tá máa fi dé ló ti kú. Have you heard that before? Or does that sound strange to you now? If Omomi can say that he was fine, although the nurse they have already contacted the nurse to come. If she's saying he was fine, it means that, to me, if I want to comprehend that, it means that he was not in any distress, although he needed the attention of that nurse, but he was not in any distress whatsoever, or it was not showing any life-threatening activities like, or you for me, he didn't do me. That is what she meant. And unless we want to be intentionally obtuse, a lot of people have died in the hospital.
Hold on, please.
Fine.
Hold on, T-Breezy. Hold on, please.
T-Breezy, me, why it's aburo me.
Okay, so T-Breezy, hold on. So now, let's take it back to the show, okay? He had, according to what the police said, that there was a fight at the show. Mohbad got injured and he bled profusely. Okay, we get that, all right? So my question is, through the show, Mohbad had bled, he's been bleeding, or he bled profusely. Why didn't Mohbad go to the hospital?
Because that is his personal choice.
Can I answer that?
Okay, hold on. So all we are going to hear, hold on.
This interview, I think the lady told you that they told him to go to the hospital and he refused.
As an adult.
Okay, if they told him to go to the hospital, then she came back again. She said Mohbad was fine before the nurse came. Hold on. How can you be bleeding profusely? Hold on. How can you be bleeding profusely? Then you are fine before the nurse came. How does that make sense?
I didn't hear from Omomi that he bled profusely. I don't know where
Omomi never said he bled profusely now. I think you listen to what
Even Adura, none of them said he bled.
Did you watch the interview? Did you watch the interview?
Definitely.
So did you hear the woman mention profusely?
So who told the police that?
No. Mention that. Just answer that question. Did she mention profusely?
Although she did not mention it, but who told the police that Mohbad bled profusely? That's the question.
Maybe that's what the police will tell us. The police should come and tell us.
That's the police. That's how they chose to write their statement of fact.
It's their own terminologies. It's their own language.
So you mean the police? Okay. All right.
I don't need to say anything. You guys got it.
But wait, are you not looking for DNA again?
It's hard for you to.
Well, I don't have business with DNA.
No, don't tell me that. I know you very well.
No.
Feel it from your voice.
You always say DNA is a motive. You always say DNA is a motive.
No. Excuse me. No, if you know.
You always say DNA is a motive.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have business with. I've always said I don't have business with DNA.
You won't know anymore.
I do not have business with
So if
DNA.
you don't have business
I don't care.
with them, so why do you think?
The point is, what killed Mohbad? You know,
You
that's
don't
what we want
remember
to know.
They
Adedoyin.
told you.
No, I don't remember.
Do you remember Adedoyin?
Okay.
Adedoyin, I know you've come to my platform before. You've been to the platform before.
Yeah, maybe once.
And we've had encounter. Yeah, once, just
Yes,
one time.
once.
I think you came with Supreme or something.
With Supreme, that's right.
One
Yeah,
time like that.
you're right. Yes,
Yeah.
you're
No, I
right.
don't remember.
So, yeah, but you see, right, I just want to say this, yeah, until we all see the conversation we have now, or the ongoing conversation, everybody has an open mind. You ask questions and people answer to the best of their knowledge and to the best of what is open to them. I think what we should do as people is to have a safe space for everyone to engage without cursing. Nobody has cursed each other. Nobody has abused each other. It's a matter of what you agree with or what you don't agree with. It's
Definitely.
a yes or no. It is. Do you understand? We can be the change we want to see in others. Okay? We can be the change we want to see in others. There might be other cases that will come online that you and I may be on the same side. There might be other situations that we can agree on. We can have a common ground. Doesn't mean that justice for Mohbad is the end for everyone. And then we create a lifelong enemy within ourselves. So let us create that safe space for people to go, okay, let us engage, and not like, oh, it will be raining brimstone, stone and fire. Because some people don't agree with your notion or whatever you feel as an opinion.
So, shall I need to ask you a question?
I just wanted to chip that in.
Exactly. Yeah. So I need to ask you a question, and I think I have something bothering my mind.
Yeah, go
It
ahead.
has to do with the fact that, according to what Wumi said, and it has to do with her father-in-law.
Mercy, má lọ jù wá nù o, pàtẹ́wọ́ àbí kò rẹ́rìn ni o, má lọ sọ wá níbi káàkiri.
I mean, don't you think that it would have been okay if she had begged her father-in-law, and maybe this would have been settled within themselves? Especially, this would have been settled instead of it becoming so. I don't know what to call this.
In the context that you're coming from, when you say her begging her father-in-law, it has to. I don't know. It has to be a cogent reason for her to do that. You know why? Because if I were to put myself in Omo's shoes, and I will tell you, we handle things differently. And a lot of us as Africans, as Nigerians especially, we tend to think that sometimes, if someone I don't know a better word for that in English.
Okay, yeah.
In the same breath, this is 2025. You cannot use that mindset to deal with someone like even me being in my 40s, because I've always been this type of person that if I'm right, I stand on my right. Okay? Now, forget about being right or wrong. Now think about the level of humiliation this young lady has gone through. And then, am I supposed to be in the position to now then tell her that you need to apologize? Apologize for what? For being humiliated? for being dragged, for being cursed, for my little baby being cursed and tagged the name that is not his? Apologize for what? If I were to ask, we're all human. We have blood running through our body. Apologize for.
And let me tell you, there are some unforgivable. And as much as, yes, we're all talking about this on social media, we also have to take people's feelings into consideration. Now, if we're talking about her going to apologize to Baba, it would have been that first week of Mohbad's demise. Maybe Baba would have had one form of animosity or the other. And when you're matter back, Baba ń bínú sí ẹ o, Baba ọkọ ń bínú sí ẹ o, Baba ṣe máa ṣe, wọ́n ń bínú sí mi, kí ni dáàdì ni mo ṣe? Kó dẹ̀ gbé ọmọ ẹ̀, kó dẹ̀ lọ kúnlẹ̀, dáàdì, kí la ṣe? Mohbad ti fi mí lẹ̀, ó ti lọ, ṣẹ́yìn náà fẹ́ fi mí lẹ̀ ni dáàdì. Beautiful. Family will sit down, they will mediate, they will talk about it. First week of this happening, without Baba coming to social media to defame her. But you see, Baba himself was misled by his supporters. The people who were with Baba at that time, the Maisi and the people who were cooking all sorts of lies for Baba, they were the ones who fed into Baba's heart that then made Baba begin to react. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Okay, so Abefe, I need to ask you one last question before I can step down. So if this baby, let's say for example, if you know, I mean, I know I don't like talking about the DNA, but I will this time. So if this baby happens not to be for Mohbad, what do you think will happen? What do you think Wumi should do? No, in this case.
Let me answer her.
It's a question.
Again, and thank you for that question, even though I find your question really funny.
Sorry, if it is funny, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. No, it's not even bad. It's a good question. Like, I'm just saying it's funny. It's funny in the sense that, you see, even Baba himself acknowledged this boy as his grandchild at the early stage. Whatever he's saying now is based on what he's heard. But if peradventure, for any reason, some weird miracle that doesn't tire Jesus, whatever it is that wants to happen anywhere in the world. Adedoyin, are you in diaspora? Are you in Nigeria? I want to relate it to something.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, I travel around. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Now, so it means you're well versed when it comes to, childbirth and all of that. Now, remember that when you give birth to a child, whether that child is your child or not, the person who signs the birth certificate is responsible for the upbringing of the child in place of child support. Do you agree with that? Are they doing? Is that correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, peradventure, for any reason, they bring up anything anywhere, which I know will never ever happen. I know for a fact that boy is Mohbad's child. Mohbad still remains, the boy is still entitled to some of the things that belongs to Mohbad. Why? Because he's the one who signed his birth certificate. He's responsible for the upbringing of that child until he himself.
Yeah, but they said they had the baby in Ilialagbo. So how, I mean, do they send birth certificate? It's just a question. It's a question.
Yeah, you can have your child anywhere. It doesn't matter. Doesn't mean the child does not have a birth certificate. When you give birth to a child anywhere in Nigeria, you go and register the birth of the child in the local government.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
People have home births in America.
That's true.
Yes. In the world.
That's true. Yes, you have to go and register the birth of the child. So they would have gone to their nearest.
Okay, we get that. Go ahead. Yeah.
One see nearest local government or the one. I need birth certificate. They do it. You register the birth of the child, and that's how they do the NPC now. Where they do population, that's how they count the amount of people that are in a particular country and state and all of that. So every birth is registered. However, are they doing? See, a lot of narrative that he put out there has been a lie from the beginning. And when I tell you this because I have done my due diligence. Citizen, it took me 2 weeks, that's a car, and I read every nitty-gritty. I then compared what Adura said to what Wumi said. The people who were in the house, the few people, even Baba Mohbad, I read every single thing that is said. Let me tell you, Nibiti Mokade, there was a part where they asked Umikpe Ibolo Tiku, maybe he died at home. Remember, the CTC was written. She was talking. It wasn't like they put the recorder down and then a dictate. What do we call it? How do you say it? They put something down and that thing is literally writing everything. Machine. A dictative machine that writes everything that she was saying. Somebody was sitting there and that person was literally the one typing it. That person would not have been able to capture every word said. But the person, I must give them their credits, they did a great job. Now, in that interview, she said, maybe he died at home. He died at home. No, we were going on the bike. I don't even know. I'm not even sure. All the wrong punctuation marks were used in the CTC. And guess what? People came out and said, only Mohbad Konile. Let me tell you, Adedoyin, Ibiti narrative yeti lotto. Wani Iyabo, who is somebody like me, okay, who sits online to just analyze based on what I have heard from here, from there, and there. They came online and said, Iyabo gon confirm pe Mohbad Kosinule. Was Iyabo there? Again, these are where the narrative comes from. People will listen to things, people will see things, and they will multiply it.
And bearing in mind that a lot of conspiracies has been put together.
Literally, a lot.
And the reason why we are here today still talking about this
we have questions for you. You're not the only one who asked us.
A lot of people have opened their mind to take in a whole bunch of gibberish that people are saying online. Okay, it is not, the truth is not far-fetched.
Yeah.
If people could at least take their time and do their due diligence, even if you don't even want to hear what any speaker is saying, request for the CCC, seek for it. At least go here, go there. One way or the other, you would have heard from one or two platforms where they were reading the CCC.
Beautiful.
So do your due
So did
diligence.
Mohbad ever question the paternity of that child? Because the
Mohbad
father said he did.
He never questioned.
If
Mohbad...
No, never say never, Abete. Don't say never. What we should say is that, is there any evidence of where Mohbad had a verifiable evidence where Mohbad had spoken about his child? If so, please show it to us to let us know that.
And Adedoyin, also remember that Baba Mohbad himself said the last time he saw Mohbad carried Liam and gave to him. There's a spiritual undertone to that. Now, Adedoyin, I want to ask you a question. I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
Okay, beautiful. Have you heard, since this whole narrative has been going on, have you heard that Wumi and the lawyer put Mohbad's thumbprint on certain documents so that all those documents can become so Wumi can take over everything that Mohbad has? Have you heard that narrative?
Of course, definitely.
In your thoughts, in your mind, your heart of hearts, do you think that narrative is true? Do you believe it based on everything you've heard?
Well, I mean, why don't you leave that to the courts? The court will prove that. Well, I mean, okay, hold on.
That narrative is not in the court. It's not in the court at all.
Okay.
It's nothing.
Okay, hold on, please. So now, if that is possible, well, it is possible for that to happen. But in this case, I can definitely tell you.
Okay, beautiful. No, that's fine. That's the answer. You can't really say. So you're like,
but there is a possibility. Okay, it could happen.
I'm leading somewhere. Now, when Baba Mohbad came online and made that statement, right? And said that the thumbprint and all of that, are you also aware that Mohbad's lawyers, the same people who were alleged of this crime, came online and said, number one, there was nothing of such that happened, and secondly, Mohbad does not have a will. Did you hear that? And do you believe that? If you don't believe that, why don't you believe that coming directly from the lawyers? Go ahead.
Please, can you come again? I mean, I don't think I get that question.
All right, sorry, I'm sorry. I think I mumbled it up a little bit.
Yes.
No, now my question is, number one, the lawyers that Baba Mohbad said did that crime with Wumi, the thumbprinting and all of that, that particular lawyer, Mohbad's lawyer, then came on social media to say there has been allegation against them. That allegation is a lie about the thumb printing. Secondly, the lawyer also said Mohbad does not have a will. Till the time of his passing, he did not have a will.
Okay.
So do you believe that? And if not, why? Why don't you believe that?
Well, do I believe that Mohbad did not have a will?
No, do you believe what the lawyer said? Like the lawyer saying that.
Okay, so first of all, my question is, what was the lawyer doing there at the death of Mohbad?
So is that his lawyer?
No. Listen, no. The person that was supposed to be present at Mohbad's death shouldn't be the lawyer. It should have been
Why?
So now, when you call a lawyer to a scene, okay? When you call a lawyer to a scene, the point of calling a lawyer to a scene is to either amend the will. Hold on. Hold on, please.
You amend what is not existing.
Please, hold on, please.
Okay, not existing. You amend what is not existing.
Okay, so now how can we even tell that there wasn't a will? Because
I just explained.
No, the lawyer said there's no will. The lawyer said there's no will.
Okay, why do you want? Hold on, please. Hold on. Excuse me, please calm down. Why do you want me to believe the lawyer?
No,
I can't believe a lawyer. Hold on. I can't believe a lawyer that called Baba Mohbad and told Baba Mohbad, "Ohun tó wà nílẹ̀ tó pín."
So the lawyer did not call Baba Mohbad. That's very wrong. So hold on, let me explain it to you again, Adedoyin. So now you are saying that, let me tell you the ground at which the lawyer can definitely be there. Remember, this lawyer has a personal relationship with Mohbad. Somebody has picked up their phone. Hello, Lagbaja, nkoko ma se Mohbad, ma ni Mohbad ti ku ke. O de pe number nobody answers. Call this one. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀, Mohbad ku báwo, ibo lẹ wà, ibo ṣe wà nle ni mo nbo. Lawyer then turned up, as every friend would. Every sensible human being who is a friend of Mohbad in that time, except for the likes of Prime Boy, who feels that, oh my God, except for the likes. So now, the young people scatter. Baba has come online with different narrative, and lawyer said, see, Mohbad does not have any will anywhere, neither was anything like thumb printing or anything like that done. Now, when Baba called the lawyer, this thing has been explained. When Baba called the lawyer and said, lawyer, the lawyer said, Baba, unfortunately, only account to continue Mohbad because Mohbad ni omo. Baba, ejeka settle kini in family, ejeka see Mohbad.
This is not assumption. It's not assumption.
Exactly how you were said.
This was how it was said. And remember the case of the lawyer.
Everybody need latija. That was then brought on social media and twisted to say that the lawyer said, Baba, am I worried now? Need everybody can pay. Adedoyin is, you see, the difference between some of us when it comes to justice for Mohbad is that same. As much as I love Wumi and I love Liam and I love this, the people that I love in this family, and I don't want anything bad to happen to them, I also put on my thinking cap. And when I hear things, I try to think about it critically. I don't judge based on emotions, and I don't judge. You see, and I can tell you this for a fact. I've heard people abuse, but people have said, hey, you're part of the people abusing Baba Mohbad. And me, I have said it that you may have heard me call him Josie, but I have challenged everybody on this space. Go and bring a recording where I, Abefe, was abusing Baba Mohbad. I assure you, you will not find one. I do not hate Baba Mohbad, and I speak for myself and Osha. We don't hate Baba Mohbad. We just do not agree with the things that Baba has done over the years. We don't think Baba has been fair to his son's wife and his grandchild. We go against everything that Baba Mohbad has done. But one thing we will not rule out, and one thing that still gives us a soft spot for Baba Mohbad, is the fact that Baba Mohbad lost his son. Nothing we say or do will take that away from him. Nothing we say or do will erase that single fact that he lost his son. That's painful. It's hurtful.
So if you, Abefe, will advise Baba Mohbad, okay, so now that we've come to this, right? If you will advise Baba Mohbad, what would you tell him?
If I had to,
If you have the opportunity to sit with him.
if I have Baba Mohbad here with me right now,
Okay.
and I had the opportunity to say something to him, before I advise him, I will first of all tell him that Baba Mohbad, you made a big mistake.
And you don't think Wumi made a big mistake?
Hold on. You don't. Hold on. Let me speak. I will tell him that Baba Mohbad, you made a big mistake, and let me highlight where I think Baba Mohbad's mistake starts from. Baba Mohbad's mistake at the moment, if I look at it from when Mohbad died till today, he made a big mistake with his son's wealth. Baba Mohbad, Ofi Tafala lórí TikTok. Don't interrupt me. Let me take you there. There are some of Mohbad's songs right now that you can no longer use on TikTok. All of that revenue from September 2023 to Mohbad up to last year on this TikTok using Mohbad's sound, those sounds would have made millions of dollars. Now, let me tell you the mistake Baba Mohbad made. If you people think it's just among me and Liam, those people will survive. But let me tell you this. And what tí wọ́n mọ Mohbad, tí wọ́n tọmọ Mohbad by blood, tí wọ́n kì í ṣe ẹbí ẹ̀, tí wọ́n kì í ṣe ará ẹ̀, àwọn ló máa jí owó Mohbad jù. They will be the one to benefit from Mohbad's wealth, one that may not even be open to the public. Only the 2030, ká tó máa realize pé àṣé Mohbad ní account kan tó yẹ pé owó ń wọ̀, tó tiẹ̀ freeze, tí wọ́n tiẹ̀ mọ̀ tó yẹ pé àwọn èèyàn kan tó wà in charge ló freeze ẹ̀. Remember, the lawyer will declare what he wants to declare. Okay? The lawyer will declare, he will be binded by the law to declare everything. But trust me, Omo boy ni Mohbad would have had several other ways to work in wọlé that will come in through the lawyer pé àwọn eléyìí máa fi ṣagbára ni o. Eléyìí èmi àti ẹnìkan la máa mọ̀ sí, eléyìí la máa fi máa ṣagbára. So Baba Mohbad made a mistake by
that's just assumption, yeah. Àwọn tó ṣe ìwé, àwọn tó ṣe oríṣiríṣi different things are online about Mohbad.
There are a million and one. If you go on Amazon, if you go on Amazon right now, there are more than, I'm not exaggerating, more than 50 books about Mohbad. And guess what? Go and check their reviews. People are buying them. Baba Mohbad is literally making people wealthy.
And I'm not talking about book of $10, $12. You have $20.
$20-something. And again, let me tell you another mistake Baba Mohbad made. Let me tell you another mistake Baba Mohbad made. He made another mistake by making people on TikTok wealthy. He thinks they're doing him a favor by buying him a car, giving him money. You are literally making people feed off your son's name on social media. Benny, back to back.
Literally, that's what they are doing.
So you see, when I said that Baba Mohbad made mistakes, I am telling you that he made mistakes that is costing he himself. His son's hard work is putting it in the hands of people to benefit from, while he himself is now at the mercy of people who are gifting him. If Baba Mohbad at the beginning had called a family meeting, pulled all his family into a round table, among me, ṣọmọ pé ó ṣẹ̀mí ìwọ ọmọ yìí, ṣọmọ pé òkè ń gbọ́ràn mo ti kìlọ̀ kí ní ìfún ẹ àdáde ẹ má bínú sàpò òkè kò sí wàhálà ìyẹn ti lọ. Ìyá Mohbad ẹ̀yin náà ẹ jókòó, ìyá Ọmọ́wùnmí ẹ jókòó, family everybody, Mohbad ti kú báyìí o, mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ọmọ yìí ó máa ní àwọn nǹkan níta, so ṣé ká dúró ká síná ká wá pe lọ́ọ̀yà kó wá sọ àwọn nǹkan tí Mohbad ní ká mọ bá ṣe fẹ́ ṣe àbí kí lẹ rò. Literally take the power away from social media and control it because you are the father of the house, but do it carrying everybody along. Carry your entire family. Pé family ẹ jókòó sí round table. Baba Mohbad will not call a meeting 1 week after Mohbad died. Káwọn èèyàn máa oblige if he did not bring this drama to social media. Ìwọ tó bá oblige call Baba Mohbad. He will now become a king. Ọba tó fẹ́ jẹ yẹn, ọba yẹn ló máa wá jẹ lórí everybody. He will now be fair and say, okay, lawyer ń gbọ́ báwo ni bàbá o Mohbad lógún o. According to law, tábà wo bá ṣe máa ṣe pé fún ẹni tó bímọ o, percentage báyìí ló ń lọ sọ́mọ, percentage báyìí ló máa lọ fún ìyàwó, percentage báyìí ló máa lọ fún family. But tí family bá lè agree bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ ṣe, nǹkan tẹ́ bá agree náà ni. If let's assume that they now say, oh, out of the wealth, so assumption, 70% goes to Liam, 30% for the rest of the family. 30% ni àwọn mílò láfẹ́ 30%. Ó wá kù fún Ọmọ́wùnmí. kó wá ṣèṣì ọmọlúwàbí pé lọ́ọ̀yà ṣe bó ṣe rí nìyẹn 70% fún Liam bàbá wà ń bẹ màmá wà ń bẹ àdúrà blessing gbogbo báwo ni lọ́ọ̀yà ẹ̀mọ̀ nǹkan ẹ gbàgbé nípa 70% lọ́ọ̀ ẹ gbàgbé ẹ ṣàpín kíní kó góra everybody wà
okay. Listen, whatever you're saying is
before you judge.
But I think this is more complicated.
Hold on. It is not complicated. It is not complicated.
Hold on.
I am telling you that as a mother, as a wife myself, as a sister, I have.
If it wasn't a complicated, Abife, if it wasn't a complicated issue, okay?
Why was it complicated? See, like Abife said,
complicated in the sense that I have been listening.
Abife said something. You know, I don't talk for long. Abife said something. Yeah, Abife said that if after 1 week they had a family meeting, do you know that if that meeting had been held,
but that is if Mohbad wasn't killed, okay? But this time around, a father lost his son.
Who by Mohbad? If you say he was killed, who by him?
Well, the wife said that the nurse injected him and he died from that.
Can we also contribute, please?
Sorry, okay, 1 minute, please. I just want to ask this question. We are talking about property being shared. If Mohbad died in debt, gbèsè wà ńlẹ̀, will the father-in-law share the gbèsè? I want to understand this.
Well, you need to leave that for the father-in-law.
Can I come in, please, sir?
Go ahead, Kunle, please.
Thank you, everybody. I've been listening for close to 2 hours now before I try to make a request. And everybody that has spoken, is like a learning platform for me also. And to add to what I also feel too. So, all the ladies that have spoken, like, I can't even see their name well. I think mostly they're speaking like my own thoughts to my mind too. Like this particular issue that is on ground now, even some of us that don't come online, we have discussions like within ourselves, like what we feel like happened. So now, Mbati Mohbad, I watched an interview that Mohbad had with Beat FM or Cool FM then. The presenter asked him a question about maybe his guys or his friends. He mentioned Zlatan, he mentioned Bella. And those two people that he mentioned, none of those two people has come out against his wife. If I come out, I tell you now, this is my friend, this is my real guy. That statement alone has a lot of weight. He didn't mention Prime Boy. He didn't mention other people that listen. So, have you ever seen Bella come out against Wumi? So, all this talk about Mohbad, the wife, a question, the paternity of the baby, whatever thing, a normal thing that will happen between a husband and wife. But most people are acting based on things that are surfacing online. I saw a video yesterday from this man, the very dark man. He was the one that came with that narrative of that DNA. And people just follow through. People cannot even look at things and weigh it and analyze it by themselves. You just see something on the internet, you just walk with it without thinking. Okay, this same guy, I have a friend, we discussed this in, I think, around that period that this guy said this. I said, how possible is this? Okay, can again you Will a woman that has suffered with her husband for close to 10 years, according to their story, when your husband is trying to make it to the peak of his career, and that's when you feel like it's time for you to take off his life. Does that make sense to anybody? Okay, that one aside, the same guy that said the same thing, I watched his video yesterday. He said after watching the 2 videos of the whatever interview she had, Now he can say that he's 70% free, innocent. That was what he said. And he was the one that was questioning that, okay, let her go for whatever thing that DNA test, whatever. I tell people, she doesn't owe you that. If the father of the child, okay, now I told them that, okay, you said that lesson learned, okay, tó bá lesson learned, okay, tó bá ṣe DNA, kí ló fún ẹ ní impression pé nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ gbọ́ kọ́ ló máa sọ fún yín? Tó bá sọ pé okay o, this person o, ó ní ẹsẹ̀ ńlẹ̀, ó mọ̀yàn, ó ṣe báyìí, ẹni ó ń bá ogun wọn sùn, èèyàn mélòó ló lè bá sùn tán? Tó lè fi hold gbogbo the truth on ground. It's just simple common sense. Because tó bá ti ń báyàn sùn bẹ́ẹ̀, people will keep taking advantage of her. Mélòó ló lè ṣe tán? Okay, that one aside, you talked about DNA, whatever thing, decide the clinic. It doesn't really make any sense to me. I look at the way people reason. It's just, the reason why I had to send a request is that I feel like this platform is like a balanced platform. You don't have I'm not here to tell you that she's innocent, but don't tell me that she's guilty without evidence. Once you want to tell me that she's guilty, bring it out. Let us see. Let us reason like adults. Make sense. But you can't just come here and tell me that she's guilty. We are not saying that she's fully innocent, but don't tell us that she's guilty.
Okay, so can I just chip this in because so that I can just so that I can step down.
All right.
So now, at a conclusion, and I don't think it was at a conclusion, but during the interview, and I think one of the view ladies asked her, I think it was Judy or maybe one of the view ladies, I can't remember now. And it's like, what do you really want the government to do? She said, I want the government to bring those that killed my husband to justice. Hold on. The nurse, those that killed my husband, and she also mentioned the Malians.
Okay, I was going to say something.
Hold on, sir. Hold on, please. Hold on. I listen to you.
All right.
So if you think that it was just the nurse that killed your husband, why did you mention?
Okay, let me
hold on, sir. Please give me a second. Why did you say that you want the government to bring those that killed your husband, the nurse and the Malians, to justice?
I understand your question. See, you won't expect Omo to come out on a live TV station to tell you this is who killed even though she might feel like you understand where the stuff came from. She will not. One thing I like about the whole issue is that whoever that is advising her, they are doing a good job. Whoever that is managing her all through this period, they are doing a very, very good job. I don't know those people. For her to have stayed this long, to come out and speak, I want to pass on she the right job. Because if she had come out, a lot of things had to marshal before now. Okay, one thing I watched the two interviews.
You are not answering my question, and I think we are.